think that we're teaching the right skills, leadership and otherwise, in American universities? What skill gaps are you concerned about?
Yeah, I don't know if it's universities. I think we do, and I think there's a lot of really exciting stuff going on there. I think the whole move to complement, Southern New Hampshire University, has become a real, along with Western Governors, which actually has been doing it the longest time. There's really exciting activity around competency-based learning. So, which is really focused on, skills you've acquired, moving away from sort of, seat time requirements at the university level and moving towards you want to achieve the following competencies by the time you graduate, and those competencies are going to translate into X, Y, or Z job because they actually align with the skills those jobs are going to require. I think that that's an incredibly important development that we are, and the Department of Education, Arnie Duncan and team have been hugely supportive in working with the sort of front-leaning universities who are doing this. It's not going to be a solution for everybody, but it's a great complement to what we have a great system of elite universities, which is fine, and then we've in the middle we've got to move this 30% university graduate level up to some form of better alignment with what the jobs are requiring, the 80%. And so I think some of the activity around driving competency-based learning and aligning skills is extremely optimistic. And as I said, I think has gotten great support from the Department of Education and others. And so I think it'd be hard to categorically say our university's not teaching the right things. I'm sure some universities are not teaching the right things, but I do think that universities are. We see it at Arizona State. It's remarkable, what they've done in terms of focusing, and they're the largest public university in the country. The programs they have developed around using a blended model and an online model to focus on so freshmen, students come in who aren't ready, they typically drop out, and because they take remedial courses, they're so boring that they figure they're never going to make it, and it's a waste of time, and they don't get credit for it anyway, so they just drop out. So it's caused dropout. It's a pervasive problem across the university system, and ASU is one of the first to really tackle it using adaptive online programs that were fun and engaging, and they got the students involved, and so the students didn't think it was this drudgery that they had to do, and therefore they ought to drop out. It's had a huge impact on the retention rates for freshmen at ASU, which then of course filters through to the students who are going to graduate. So that's all about filling skills gaps that frankly wasn't really the university's fault originally, because if a student's coming into a university lacking the skills that they probably should have gotten in high school, that actually didn't used to be the issue, the university's issue. Well, I think a lot of most universities have now woken up to realize they've got to remediate students who were not properly prepared coming out of high school, as otherwise they're going to drop out and we're just going to exacerbate the problem. So there have been some really good activity around skills training and competency training. Skills, it's hard to use the right words, but at the university level, and making sure that our students are actually getting something for the 2 to 4 to 6 years that they're putting into it, and coming out with something that's going to allow them to get a job.